All right, hello. Today we are going to be talking about not just slope, but applying slope. What is slope? What does it mean? What can we do with slope? So, in order to help us understand slope, I want to think about feet. Yeah, feet. No, not like your feet and how they might smell or how clean or dirty they might be, but feet like the unit of measurement, feet. So, we all know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. I think we all know that. What I want you to see is that we can make a ratio of that and say that 12 inches over 1 foot is kind of like the ratio or the rate when we talk about converting inches to feet or converting feet to inches. Now, we could take this ratio, which is a rate, and we could make it into a table. And I could say if I have 1 foot, I have 12 inches. If I have 2 feet, I have 12 more, which is 24 inches. If I have 3 feet, I have 36 inches. And this is all kind of elementary level stuff. We know how to fill in a table like that. What we can do with this is we can also assign the input-output relationship as an xy, make this into a linear function, and we can turn it into a graph. So we can take this linear relationship and we can make it into a graph by just plotting those pairs of numbers. We can go like this, and it's a fairly steep line, but it is a line, okay? This is a linear relationship. What would the slope of this line be? The slope of this line actually is 12 over 1 because it goes up 12 over 1, up 12 over 1, up 12 over 1. So wait a second. What that means is that 12 over 1 is kind of an amazing number for this particular relationship, for this function. Slope here, 12 over 1, is the same as the rate of change. It's the same as the unit rate, and that's the amazing truth of any linear function. Any linear function is going to have a slope that's the same as its rate of change. And that's what we call a linear relationship, because in order for the dots to make a straight line, they have to be going up and over in the same ratio. And in order for a relationship to be linear, the rate of change has to be constant. It has to be an unchanging rate of change. So what we basically need to know about slope today is that slope is basically the same thing as rate or rate of change. Now, we could make this into an equation by taking that rate of change and 12 and putting it into the equation and saying, in this case, y equals 12x, or the number of inches equals 12 times the number of feet. And what you notice there is that in the equation, the 12 represents the rate of change, and it also represents the slope. So that's pretty much all we need to know today. I just want you to try this with a little practice problem. Tell me about the relationship between quarters and dollars in table form and in graph form. If you can do that and maybe verify the slope compared to the rate or the ratio, then I think you will have understood today's lesson. That's all we have to say today. Remember, math is everywhere. I'll see you tomorrow.